Okay, so project at the moment, what we're going to do, we're going to basically take the carbs off to just in here. We're going to ultrasonic clean them, and I've got a carb rebuild kit and some air cut-off diaphragms for the bike. I've been having a few issues with it being really hard to start, not running on 2 cylinders for about 30 or 40 seconds, maybe a minute or two. You have to let it warm up before you can pull away. Idles roughly, and if you leave the fuel on when you're parked up, it leaks fuel. So the jets are obviously, the needles are obviously worn, so it's not sealing off the fuel. So to get the carbs off, we need to take the seat off, the tank off, and finally the carbs off. Let's get started. Okay, so see, carbs are in here. We have to loosen these 2 bolts here to slide the airbox back. Loosen these clamps here. Undo that to take the cables off. The choke cable was removed. Loosen up the clamps. The headers. I'm not looking forward to getting these carbs back on because these are hard and I had problems last time. So I had to soak the rubber in. It's a cocktail to make it loose and soft, so I might have to do that again. That takes a few days. Okay, we have the clamps on the carb side and airbox side. Okay. $10mm spanner to loosen these. And then slide the airbox back. I think I might have to remove the battery as well. And that all comes in as one, so that's off. And now these should just pop out. There we go. Move the harness. And now take the cables from the side off. Boom, throttle cables up. Hoses. Vacuum hose for the spoiler. So there we go, so there are the carbs, and we will get those stripped down, cleaned up. and rebuilt. Okay, so you can see we've got the carbs all out. First things first, what I'm going to do is take a bunch of pictures so I can see how it all goes together. Because knowing me, I will forget. Take off the hooses. Okay. Okay, let's take off the lids. In fact, before I do that, all of that, I'm going to quickly just stick this in a bath of fluid and give it a quick clean off by hand. Okay, so let's take these off and line everything up. Loosen this one carefully because also this has got the spring pressure holding it. We're pushing it up now. Donk. That one there. There we go. That one there. So that's that side. There. That side. So let's get these little pieces out. Boom, boom, boom. And then the same with the other side. Now it's been, this one has been leaking. It's hard to tell, but I don't think it's that warm, but it's obviously warm enough because it's been leaking. Right, so take the jets out. So now we need to start splitting the carbs in half. Start that at the top. Let's take that off. That off. Should be able to slide that out. Watch the spring. the choke mechanism. That's in the middle. Okay, so they should be okay to separate now. Okay, so that's that. Top one. Oh, this is what there is. Could be a part. Excellent. So I'm going to take a picture of that connection. 14mm. Loosen that off. Same on the other side. Take that spring out on that side. So that's both carbs split. Also got new hair cut off valves. So I will remove the old ones. Donk. She'll put them together in their own section. And same with that one. And there we go. Also we've got new gaskets. So take the old one out. Give them a little scrub around there just to help it out in a second with the cleaning. So they are now completely stripped down. So I will take the jets apart as well. So once my ultrasonic cleaner is warmed up, I shall get these parts in the ultrasonic cleaner. Okay, so the ultrasonic cleaner is at temperature. So what I've done is all the parts for the right hand carb I've put in there. Right hand carb going in first. I'm going to top this up with water and put it in for half an hour, give it a shake, and turn over on the carb, and then put it in for another half an hour. First carb body out of the ultrasonic cleaner. I've rinsed it through with fresh water, distilled water, and I've blown it all out with air, and I've basically put a little bit of lube on the spring there and on the shaft. That's been cleaned. That's been cleaned, all nice. That's been cleaned, and I've also used a bit of auto sol and buffed it up on the polishing wheel. There's the choke plunger. Put a bit of lube on there as well. Also put the fuel tap thing in there. I'm going to put that in again because I've been in there for 20 minutes. Jets. And I'll put the other idle jet back in for half an hour. There's the choke spring. So that is the air cut-off valve. So that is all the right-hand carb done. I can put that back together shortly with the rebuild kit. Now it's time to get this in the ultrasonic cleaner. I'm just giving it a rest at the moment because you're going to let it rest for 10-15 minutes between hours, just so that you don't burn it all out. So I'll give that 10 minutes to rest, and then we'll put the second one in. Right, you see here I've got all the bits and pieces laid out. I've got the tops, I've just given a lick of paint. So we're going to look at rebuilding the bottom of the carbs first. I've got the new carb rebuild kits, which has a needle, float, gasket and O-rings for the various bits and pieces. So I've got joiners, got the new air cut-off valves, jets have all been cleaned. So the left hand side, right hand side. So we'll start off by doing the right hand side. Just nip it down, don't need it too tight. Same with the idle jets, which have been cleaned and blown out as well. So that's that. So we need to open up one of the rebuild kits to get the new needle out. Put that in the bin. And while we've got it out, we might as well put the gasket in. New needle. Obviously these float heights are permanently set, so you can't judge the float height on these. That through. Okay, so that's the bottom piece done. Screw them in. 2, 3, 4. the drain needle. I believe this is a new O-ring for it. Roll that up. Screw that down. Now we can turn it up the right way. Get the choke plunger. I've put a little bit of oil on there, just a bit of Mega Lube to help it go up and down. So I'll screw that in. $14mm spanner. Now there's the new one. I'll show you an old one if I can find one of the old ones. There's one of the new ones, nice and thick, clean. One of the old ones, all flimsy. Great, bit of a difference there. So that goes in there like so. You have the spring for it. One screw. Two screws. Put that down. Flip that down. That's lovely and done there. So that's that carb done. Actually, one more bit. We've got the idle adjustments bit to do. So that was a little washer on there, and the spring on there. Here we go. Now, to do the same on the second carb. Minute amounts. On that side as well. Make sure it's not on the top. Wipe it off my fingers. There we go. That's the way it goes in that bit. Do the same on this one. Squish in. There. Perfect. But we do need to put this spring here in the middle as well. See if we can do that and hold it in place. Yep, that's held in place together. Actually, what I can do is I have spare brackets, so I can, while the paint is drying on the other on these bits here, I'll just swing around and show you, while the paint is drying on them, and then I can use these brackets here because I have a spare set of carbs. This does go together. There we go. This is what we're going to be doing to adjust the carbs and balance them. So we just get them together like so. We'll also quickly put a couple of these ones on. Let me just find something to rest up this up against. So now we need to look at the choke mechanism. So we have this piece here, goes over that. This piece here goes over that one. And this slides through them both, like so. So when you lift it up, it pulls it through, but then we have to put the spring in there first though. There we go. And then two little screws. Okay, so that's the choke mechanism done. Fuel hose to the carbs. Goes like so. Boom, boom, boom. Tighten this up. That's going to go to the fuel tank. So when all the paint is dry for the brackets, I shall do the top. Sink them properly. So actually saying that, so we can bench sink them now. Let's have a look. So the bench sink, what you do is you turn this in enough to get something very skinny underneath. Won't scratch. So that slides under there, just about. So nothing under there. So all we do is we screw this in and out until we can just slide this in and out the same. Bit of resistance in there. Not much resistance there, so I need to tighten up a little bit. Bit more, I think. It's a bit too much. Off quarter turn. I think that is pretty close. So now, when I open the carbs, they should be opening up pretty much together. Undo this. What I'm going to do, because it's quite tight, this is where it's all been cleaned. I'm going to take it out, put a bit of lube in there, a bit of oil, or got some spray grease. I'm going to spray on the screw. Okay, so the morning after, or the day after, these painted bits are all dry. So what we need to do now is get these bits on and get the carbs back on the bike. So we'll start off by putting the proper painted plate on. I say proper, that's like nice difference basically between the two. Water on this time. I'll find 1 minute to do. Okay, so now we're going to get the carbs on to balance them. You have to bear with me, there's probably going to be a lot of swearing involved. So, should be able to slide them in this through here, like so. Slide them down onto the engine. So and then to line these up. That goes to there. One. Okay, so they're clamped on there. Right. Now we've got the throttle cables. Right, now what we're going to do is attach fuel to it, carbs, and see if they leak. Okay, I've not put the choke on there yet. That seems to be good. Choke. So shove some fuel in the carbs now. There we go. Run a lot smoother now. Adjust the tick over. Okay, so we've got the carb balancers there, got the hoses. So what we have to do is take that out and take that off and screw in a couple of bits and pieces. So we'll do that. Okay, so I've given up with the plastic ones and I put the metal ones on. So get the hose, push it over, slide it down, do the same with this one. As you can see, they're not that far off. It's done in my hands. The 200 on that one. So yeah, so not too bad. What I'll do is I'm going to increase the idle. 200. Just down in here, screw 10, 1, 10, 1. Oh, so they're pretty much perfect. I'd say they're good. Now they're all balanced, we just need to take these out and put everything back together. She's all back together. Just need to give her a quick spin around the block to make sure it's all like good. And then job's jobbed. So that's it for this video. Catch you in the next one.